Happy New Year! It's been a few weeks since I did a video. I apologise greatly for that, but I've been really busy with family and Christmas, just genuinely. It's been a weird start to a year, I think. I don't think I've quite realised it's 2017 yet, which is crazy to say. But yeah, I'm glad 2016 is over with. I'm glad that 2017 is here, and fingers crossed it's going to be a good year. If you can't tell by the title of this video, today's video is going to be the Newbie Booktuber tag. I find this video on loads of different people's channels and I've watched all of the different versions to get ideas of what I should say as my answers. But the person who actually told me to do this tag was Kim Chance and Ben Sanders. I will link both their channels down below. They're awesome, so go and check them out. Question 1. Why did you start this channel? I started it for multiple reasons. For example, to make friends, but the main one being I wanted to share my love of reading to the booktube community. I've loved watching booktube for so long that I just felt that being on this side of the camera was something I wanted to do. I started a while back and it was petrifying. My first video was scary. I actually filmed my first video like almost a year ago and then decided I didn't want to do it and then filmed it again when I uploaded it, and it's there now, it's up, it's happened. So yeah, I'm here to share my love of reading, probably is the main one. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? I don't know. That I'm also a writer? I don't know, is that class as one? Fun and unique things. A writer's take on a book? I don't really know. I'm not good at this question. Question 3. What are you most excited about by making your channel? Making friends, definitely. I'm super excited. I've already made a load of friends through booktube and I'm super excited to expand it because I'm on Bookstagram and I love Bookstagram. I've made so many amazing friends over there, so I wanted to expand that and make even more friends on the booktube community, which I am super excited for. Number 4, why do you love reading so much? The easiest answer is to say the escape. I love the escape factor of you fall into a book and you're there and it doesn't feel like you're in the real world. But I also love knowing that somebody came up with that. As a writer myself, knowing that all those ideas, all these books have come from somebody else's mind, and to know that our minds are so wide and there's so much possibility is just really quite amazing to me. I am obsessed with knowing what other writers are writing about, what other writers perceive as different things and all this lot. It's just really entertaining to me, and just knowing that somebody came up with all of that is amazing. Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? I've got 2 answers for this. I've always read. I've always been read to as a kid. I've always loved reading, but the 2 series that actually got me obsessed with reading and made me what I am like now were Twilight by Stephanie Meyers, which is the series that got me into reading YA, that got me into loving the category of YA and started my obsession. And then The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare and The Infernal Devices are the series that got me obsessed with fantasy and never wanting to leave them, and these are the books that got me writing, so these have helped me in 2 ways. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favourite booktuber? I don't really know. I love so many booktubers. Like, there's not just one that I would love to ask. My favourite at the moment would probably be Christine from Hole and Bananas Books. Maybe one of the same questions, like what made her start a booktube channel? I don't know. I'm not good at coming up with questions for other people. Number 7. What is going to be your biggest challenge about starting a YouTube channel? One, finding the time to make videos. You've probably already noticed that. 2, getting over my fear of people. I know, like, I'm not gonna ever see your reaction to these videos. Like, you're sitting behind the screen and you're making like weird faces, or you're like, oh my god, what's she saying, kind of things, and I'm never gonna see that. It's great, I don't care, but I also do care. Like, I really care. So probably that as well. Um, Now I've been doing it for a few months, it's not as scary. Like, I'm used to the talking in front of the camera. I still have the issue with not looking at the camera, if you can't tell. Like, that really annoys me when I'm watching a video, but I'm trying my hardest to look at the camera, but it's not working. It like stresses me out. Except from that, I don't really know. Finding the time and when my family aren't in the house, probably the main one. Number 8, when did you start reading? I started reading, or I've started being read to as soon as I was born, basically. My mum and dad are readers, so I've been read to for years and years. But I would say I started reading properly myself when I got Twilight books, which was when I was 11, 12. So probably 7, 8 years ago. Yeah, that sounds about right. 6, 7, 8 years ago is when I started reading properly. And by properly, I mean like ridiculously, like constantly. Number 9, where do you read? Everywhere. I can read in the most uncomfortable positions possible, so it doesn't really matter. The majority of the time I read either in my bed or in a chair I've got down in the living room. Except from that, I can read anywhere. I can't, that's a lie, I can't read in a car because it makes me car sick. I can read on planes, I can read on trains, I can read on buses, but I cannot read in cars, which is really frustrating because my dad lives 8.5 hours away from me, and the car journey is like, if I could read, I would read so much more because I'd have that 8 hours to read. But I can't read in the car. And last question, number 10, what kind of books do you like to read? Everything. Fiction. I've not branched out into the non-fiction genre yet. It's not really a genre. I've not branched out into non-fiction yet, but I want to at some point. I'm just apprehensive for it. I read most genres in like fiction though. I do read pejoratively though, I do read fantasy. I'm writing fantasy, and I just love the total different worlds. I just love it's like completely different to our world. I've always said that I don't like contemporary for the fact that it's our world. Some of my favourite books are actually contemporary, I've come to realise. But yes, I'm excited to branch out into different genres. But the main ones I read are fantasy and sci-fi. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope your 2017 is going well, and I will see you next week. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and liking this video. It really helps me out. Thank you. See you next week.